All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna unbox my recent Charlotte Tilbury purchase and then do a full face of Charlotte Tilbury using the new products that I picked up. So when you open up the box, this is how it's packaged. You do get tissue paper, bubble wrap, that kind of stuff. I picked up the new foundation. I'm not certain that this shade is gonna work. I did the where you submit your photo, you fill out all these different questions, and then they scan your photo. And I got the shade 6C for 6 Cool. I also put in the types of foundation that I use, and I got the same thing. However, when I look at this, it's really, really dark. So it's possible that this shade is not going to work for me, but this is the shade they kept telling me. So we're going to try it. I did also pick up 2 of the new matte eyes to Mesmerize, and this is the reason my package took forever. They sold out of one of the shades that I ordered, and so I had to wait for it to be restocked. So it's finally here. I did get it, and then I also got a free eye brush. So this is the eye blender brush, and we'll see how I like it. I'm not going to use it today because I am going to wash it. But there is the brush. I mean, it feels soft. I think it definitely needs to be washed and needs to bloom a little bit. All right. I thought we would also do skincare while we're here, because I do have quite a bit of Charlotte Tilbury skincare. Some of it I have used, some of it I have not. We're going to start with the Magic Serum. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit into my hands. We're going to rub it together and just apply it. It is really hydrating and it feels really, really good on the skin. Next, we're going to put on some eye cream. I have a sample here of the Magic Eye Rescue. Now, I have never tried this. No idea if it's any good or not, but we're going to give it a shot. So that's what it looks like. It is really, really creamy. So we're just going to tap that in and then kind of just massage my eye. It's really creamy. It feels really nice though. There is a scent. I wouldn't call it a fragrance, but there is a scent. I think if you had really dry under eyes, that this would be really, really nice. This would feel really good on your eyes. It's really, really hydrating. So here's what the little sample of Magic Cream looks like. And when you open it up, there it is. So we're gonna that might be a little much. I don't know how it is. All right, so that feels really good on the skin. I really like it. So I will definitely be using this in the next couple of days so that I can finish it, but it feels really good. For primer, I'm going to use the Brightening Youth Glow. I really like this primer. I think it feels really good. I don't think it gives much glow, but it definitely gives something. All right, so now we're ready to open up this foundation. And like I said, this is the new foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Beautiful Skin Foundation. And I have shade 6C for 6 Cool. So we're just gonna pump a little bit out onto my hand. I don't know how much I need, but that's probably too much. But you can see it looks a little dark. I'm gonna go ahead and take my BK Beauty 101 and we're just gonna apply it. See, it also looks warm. This does not look cool to me at all. This definitely looks like a warm, kind of yellow neutral undertone. So I'm just going to put it on half my face so that we can kind of see how it looks compared to the other half. So this is probably I got more messages about this foundation than I have any foundation in a long, long time. And the first shade, I actually picked up another shade that I never even opened. It just looked way too light. So I returned that one to Sephora, and then I ordered this one from Charlotte Tilbury website. And I don't know. I mean, I followed everything that they said. Okay, so here is my face. My right side has about 1 layer of foundation on. My left side does not. All right, so it claims to be medium coverage. I would agree with that. I think this is a medium. After 1 layer, I would say that this is a medium coverage compared to no coverage. To improve your skin tone or to make your skin tone look more even by up to 210%. I mean, I don't even know where they get that number. Like, I don't know how they come up with that. It does look better. I will give you that. It's definitely, I would say light to medium. I've got a dark spot right here. I don't really know what it is. I think it may be like a birthmark or something. And I can still clearly see that dark spot. And I have some redness in my cheeks that I can still very clearly see. But I would be worried to build it up anymore. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and start applying it to the other side. But it also says, or boost hydration by 166%, plumper and smoother by 181%. I really don't know how they get these numbers. All right, so I did 2 pumps and it did cover the whole face. I mean, I guess the color is decent. I just was expecting something a little bit lighter and a little bit cooler. And I don't think that this is a cool foundation. If anything, this is more neutral. I'm going to go in with just a little bit more. I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury concealer. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit more foundation. And when I pumped it out again, I mean, so far that's my only complaint, is this is not a cool foundation. I can wear neutral to cool. I just prefer the cool. But yeah, this is definitely not a cool foundation. The color is definitely off. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I think it'll work better for me in the summertime, honestly. But as far as the finish and the coverage and that, I do really like. Right now, my only complaint is the shade. So we are going to go ahead and powder my face. For powder, I'm going to use the Airbrush Flawless Finish, and I have shade 2 medium. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. And I'm not really even going to put a lot. I'm just going to set this a little. So for bronzer, I have the Film Star Bronze and Glow, and I have shade Light Medium. So, and I'm just going to use the bronzer. And honestly, this bronzer to me is more of like a contour because it's a cool toned bronzer. And bronzer, I usually think of bronzer as being warm toned to kind of warm up your skin. And this is very cool toned. All right, now we're going to get into these eyes. So I picked up 2 shades. I picked up Nude Cashmere, kind of like just an ivory color. And then I picked up shade Smoky Taupe. I haven't watched any like full reviews on these. I have seen thumbnails. I have seen enough thumbnails to know that nobody likes these. That is what I have gathered from YouTube, is that no one likes these. The formula is awful. I have not watched a full video because I wanted to form my own opinion. However, I couldn't avoid seeing the thumbnails. So I have seen the thumbnails. I do know that people don't like them. We're going to go in with an open mind. All right, so here's Nude Cashmere. And then that's really pretty. There's Smoky Taupe. So there's Smoky Taupe. It was creamy, but hard. And there's Nude Cashmere. My understanding with these new Eyes to Mesmerize is that they are not at all like the original. Like, these are hard. Like, they're not soft. I can't stick my finger down into it. I'm okay with that because these are matte. These aren't supposed to be a creamy shimmer kind of shade. I'm really looking to see how they apply and how they last throughout the day. I want to use kind of like a denser brush because they are so, they're a lot harder. So I'm going to take a rougher number 2 and I'm going to go in first with Nude Cashmere. I'm curious how this is going to dry down. Because depending on how that dries, I think that is a beautiful base or primer. Now, I'd have to see how it dries, and if it creases throughout the day, that would be a different story. But I just place that all over the lid. So I'm going to scoot in, and I want to show you the difference. So this eye has the Nude Cashmere on it, and this eye doesn't. And it really covered up all of the coloration in my eyelid. Like, I have a lot of like red and blue in my eyes, which is why I always use a primer. I don't use a primer because I have oily lids. I use a primer to cover or conceal like the darkness of my eyelid. I thought it did a really good job with that. And I do have like little bumps, and it covered that as well. I'm not mad. It is thick, and it is, I think, a little bit harder to work with. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to put on another layer of cream. I think if I were to go in with the regular Eyes to Mesmerize or a powder shadow, I think it would look really pretty. I'm not certain how this is going to go on top of it, but we're going to try. And I'm going to leave this eye blank because depending on how this goes on, I might go ahead and try and add either a powder or another cream shadow. So I'm going to take a rougher number 12. It's like a really short, kind of dense brush. And we're going to go in, this is Smoky Taupe. I mean, I think with just these two colors, I'm going to need a little something else. But we'll see. They are definitely a different type of eyeshadow for sure. It doesn't blend very well. on top, you know, so I'm layering the smoky taupe on top of nude cashmere. It didn't blend very well. So right now I'm just trying to deepen up that outer corner. It's really hard to apply on top. I haven't even watched the like Charlotte. I don't even know if she has one. I assume she has a video on these, but I haven't seen it. So I have Pillow Talk here. I'm going to see what happens if I go ahead and layer a powder on top. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go into the deepest matte shade. And put that on top of it. That's really pretty. That is really pretty. So I think using these as a primer is the way to go. So I'm going to take a Sonergy Builder Pro and I'm going to go into the light shade. See what that looks like. Yeah, the powders go on top of it seamlessly. That I like. Oftentimes people use cream shadows because they're so easy and they're quick and they create a very easy eye look where you can just get out the door. And this isn't quite so easy. But I think it's really, really pretty. Yeah, I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and do the other eye. On the other eye, I will go ahead and add some of the other cream products over it. Her other eyes to Mesmerize. So I'm going to go back in with that same, this is the rougher number 2. And we're just going to place this all over the eye. And I can see that it's like tugging at my skin. I have aging, mature eyes. And this is like tugging at it. I do think it's a really pretty primer or a base. This is one of my favorites. This is Oyster Pearl. It's just like your standard taupe shade. So I'm going to go ahead and take a rougher number 14 and see how that goes down on top of these mattes. I really, really like it. If you are someone with an oily eyelid, I think that these matte eyes to Mesmerize, using it as a primer, I think it would be really pretty. But I mean, I do understand trying to blend them out. It was really hard. It was very, very hard to blend those out. So I'm going to try and make the eyes match a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and go in with Champagne. And I'm going to take a rougher number 28. I got way too much. So you can see, like, the originals are super easy to blend. And I have done a few different videos on these. I will, if I can remember, try and link those. They're really easy to blend. They're so easy. They're so quick. And I mean, it's done. It's like, it's foolproof, right? I get the disappointment in these new ones. I really get it. You know, just for laughs, I'm going to go back in with that rougher number 12. I'm now going to go back into the matte and try and layer it on top of this. I have no idea what's going to happen. I did just try and sweep it into the crease to blend, and it did not really didn't want to blend. So I'm going to take a Sonia G worker and see if I can get it to blend. And I feel like all that did was just take off the product. So that did not work. Yeah, that doesn't work. I was trying. I mean, I can kind of blend it. It just feels weird. It kind of feels like I'm tugging. There are the two different looks that we created. I think adding the powder on top looks better than like the cream on cream. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyes. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury, the Classic Eye Powder Pencil, and I have shade Classic Brown. And it's just a regular pencil. And then I'm gonna put mascara on. I'm using the Legendary Lashes Volume 2. And then we'll come back to put some blush on, some highlighter, and finish up with some lips. All right, so there's the finished eye look. Now let's move on to blush. So for blush, I'm going to use the Chic to Cheek, and this is in shade Pillow Talk. I tried to pick a blush that is still in stock. I've got her highlight wands that I love, but I'm not certain that they're currently in stock, and they go in and out of stock so often. All right, I definitely felt like my cheeks were missing some color. So I got some color back in them. And now we're gonna add the highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Film Star Bronze and Glow again. My favorite highlighter is her real big one that looks like the oyster or the shell, and it's sold out. It was a limited edition. It is phenomenal, and I don't wanna use it because we can't get it anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take the Glow shade. Which is giving me nice glow. Yeah, I think my cheeks needed that. It helps with the look. I have a sample here of a new shade that's called Bond Girl. And this is one of her Matte Revolution shades. And that is what it looks like. So I'm going to line my lips with Pillow Talk. The Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats are really good. Let's try this new lipstick. And then I also have a new lip gloss that we're going to try. So again, this is shade Bond Girl. It is on the darker side, so I didn't want to go in too heavy-handed. And then I have a Charlotte Tilbury Jewel Lips Easy to Apply Dazzling Diamond Gloss. And this is in shade Pillow Talk. And I think it's going to be really pretty. So here's the packaging. It has like this pretty glitter lid. And then you just have the Pillow Talk color, which I think will be really pretty. And there's the applicator. Yeah, I think that's a really good match. All right, so we're done. full face of Charlotte Tilbury. We're using the new foundation. I think the color ended up working. I was able to make it work, although I do think it's a little bit too yellow, a little bit too dark. But I'm not going to return it. I'm going to keep it. Maybe I'll try and get a lighter shade and see if I can maybe mix the two. Right now, my only complaint is the shade. These new Eyes to Mesmerize in the matte, they're going to take some getting used to. I would not call them a fail right now. I do think that adding a powder eyeshadow over it was super easy. It was so easy, and I thought it looked really, really good. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think doing the two creams was just a little bit too hard, so I don't think I would recommend that. However, adding a powder on top, I think it looked really, really good. So I am going to continue to use those, and especially this nude cashmere, I'm going to really continue to play with that and use it as a primer this week and add in, add different eyeshadows on top of it. Let me know what you guys think. Now, like I said, I have not seen any reviews on these matte eyeshadows. I just know people don't like them. So I went into this with an open mind, knowing that people don't like them, and I can see why. They were really hard to work with. They are not something that's easy to work with. They are very, very stiff. And so I think it's going to just take some practice. I do think I will be able to make it work. I will definitely keep you guys updated on those though. And then actually I got this new lip gloss. I don't know when I got it, but it is new. I've been waiting to, I've been putting it in my box of new makeup to try. So I'm glad I was able to use it today. I really, really like it. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys pick up this foundation? What are your thoughts? I'm going to get another shade, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and buy another shade and try and mix them. And let me know if you guys have tried these new matte eyeshadows. Apparently they sold out quickly because mine took a while to ship due to the fact that they were out of stock. So let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.